Hey guys, what's going on? Today I wanted to go over the top 5 things you should look into before purchasing a BMW M3 or an M4. Number 1, do your research. Please, please, please do your research. A lot of people go into the dealership and just buy these cars off the lots when in fact you can order them and spec them to the exact way that you want. What I mean is, you want a heads-up display, that's included in the executive package. You want a carbon fiber interior, that's included in the M carbon package. Do you want the M performance package, which unlocks the miles per hour from 160, I think, to about 190, 180, something like that. Do you want everything fully loaded, but do you not want laser lights in the front? Look into that. Number 1 is to definitely do your research and look into the different trim levels and options available for the M3 and M4, and do your research. For example, some of them are all not worth it, just because they're gonna mod the car anyways. If you're gonna mod these cars, you basically take out the DME and you ship it off to Femto, which they unlock it, and then you come back and you do a flash tune. Boom, you saved $2,000 without ever needing to go to the dealership. Woo, she's looking all pretty. Sorry boys, just left the gym. Anyways, second thing you want to look for when you're considering purchasing an M3 or M4 is the port installed options. A lot of people don't know this. When you go to a dealership, you're ordering trim levels. Yes, that's correct. But what you can also do is order port installed options, meaning your car gets built in Germany, Mexico, wherever the cars are built. Once it gets imported to the States, you can have the port where they do all the inspections add some additional options, which include height adjustable springs, which are actually manufactured by KW coilovers, or KW suspension. If you're gonna modify the car anyways, you might as well option it with the height adjustable springs. Bits you can add are like the in-performance front lip. You could do an in-performance exhaust. Again, a lot of sales associates or salesmen aren't gonna know that that's a thing. A lot of guys don't even know it exists. Double check, go into, I think it's BMW North America, and you can get port installed options. If your dealer or salesperson doesn't know anything about the port installed options, get a different salesman. That's number 2. Consider the port installed options, might save you money in the long run. All right, drove to a spot over here. Empty corporate building. Anyways, number 3, what you guys want to consider when purchasing an M3 or an M4 is consider the difficulty of maintenance. Now, if you have a BMW dealership in your hometown, wherever you're buying the car from, then you should be good. Oil changes, a couple of other things that fall within warranty, you're going to be good to go. However, if you're in a smaller city, smaller town, and you don't have a BMW dealership nearby, well, you're gonna have to drive into a big city or find a mechanic that knows how to work on these cars. For example, guys, a lot of mechanics here in the States don't know how to work on these cars. They're highly specialized. A lot of these cars use a different type of tool than most mechanics are used to working with. For example, I know a lot of you guys know this already, but I'm getting an exhaust installed on Friday, this upcoming Friday. Yesterday, I was actually talking to a bunch of different exhaust shops, and I was trying to get an exhaust installed yesterday. Let me tell you how many exhaust shops I went to before I was able to find one mechanic who was comfortable installing the exhaust. I went to 5 different mechanics, or exhaust shops, I guess you can say. I had one guy put the car on the lift, look underneath the car, just for him to tell me that he's not confident cutting the exhaust. I was like, dude, you already have the car on the lift and you're an exhaust shop. Why aren't you confident cutting the exhaust? And he kind of just beat around the bush with the answer. He said he didn't have the right exhaust cutting tool. An exhaust shop not having the right exhaust cutting tool. I went to a different guy, and what he told me was a lot of mechanics don't like touching cars that are this expensive for liability purposes. So take that with a grain of salt. Remember, wherever you go, there's gonna be some people who are unable to work on this car. So when you're getting a car like this, make sure you have a mechanic or you have car knowledge to work on the car yourself. Luckily for us, boys, we found an exhaust shop, SRD mechanics, that are gonna work on the car for us. So we're good there. They built a completely custom Toyota Supra wide body kit, got some custom wheels for it. It looks spectacular. You should go check them out on YouTube, follow them on social media. We'll be collabing with them this upcoming Friday. So we're good there. But again, that shows you the importance of finding somebody who knows how to work on these cars, or making sure you have enough car knowledge to work on the vehicle yourself. The exhaust is not a hard job to do. I would do it myself. However, I don't have a lift and I just don't want to get under the car. So the fourth thing you should consider when buying an M3 and M4, especially if you're buying a brand new car. Remember, I bought this car used, but if you're buying a brand new M3 or an M4, the drop in resale value. If you buy the car right now, yes guys, it's gonna drop in value. You should know that going in. A car is not a good investment. You should look at my video where I'm breaking down the cost of this M4. I am getting roasted in the comments with people telling me I'm an idiot, I'm stupid for buying a car like this. I have the means to buy it, guys. I'm completely fine. I can afford the car. It's not a big deal. I have my own home. I have my own car. I have my other daily driver. I have a business. So I'm fine as far as making the payments on the car. A lot of people are telling me you should buy it cash, yada, yada, yada. All that personal finance is for you to decide how to afford the car. But one thing to keep in mind is a car is not an investment. This car will drop in value as soon as you drive it off the lot. So if you pay $100,000 for a car like this, you're not going to be able to turn back around and sell it for $100,000. You'll probably be able to sell it for 98, 97, but it is not an investment. Cars like these lose value immediately. A lot of people will tell you, oh, in 5 years I can buy this car for $50,000. Yeah, but in 5 years you didn't drive the car and I did, and I'm going to have another car. So keep that in mind. And finally, number 5. Know the difference between the M4 and the M3. The M4 is BMW's coupe. So this is only 2 doors, obviously, whereas the M3 is a 4-door car. The M3 used to be only a 2-door car. It wasn't until the F series that they changed it to a 2-door coupe with the M4, and the M3 became a 4-door coupe. A couple of things to know. If you guys don't know the difference, or you've never seen the cars in person, go to a dealership, go look at one of them in person, or go to a car meet. The M4 is the coupe style version. They're both part of the G chassis. The car is the exact same. Same engine, same everything for the most part. Just know the difference between the style. So if you look at the M4 from this angle right here, this is a coupe. The first thing you're gonna notice between the M4 and the M3 is the M4 is a lot lower to the ground at the hood. So the hood is actually pushed down, whereas the M3 is gonna be a little bit more bulgy, a little bit higher at the top. However, in the rear, the M4 and the M3 are both wide, but the M3 is gonna have more of a like a wide body kit style looking fender flare, whereas the M4 kind of hides it. So if you can kind of see the lines, I'm doing my best to try to get you guys some angles. Camera doesn't do a good job of picking it up. You see how wide the hips are on the M4? Well, the M3 has that wide hip, but almost like a Dodge Challenger wide body, a little bit of extra flare in the back. And some guys prefer that look. Some guys prefer the wide body look in the rear. I am personally like a 2-door coupe guy because I'm a guy, and I really have no family, no kids. So my car is gonna be a little bit lower. I like that. I like the car being low. I don't like it to be high. I don't like the roof to be high. So know the difference between the M3 and the M4 before considering either or. I've met some guys where they get the M4 and they are disappointed they didn't get the M3 because of the rear flares. And then I get some guys that get the M3, they're disappointed they didn't get the M4 because it's not as low and it's sleek. So besides that, the hood, the front is pretty much the same. Everything's pretty much the same. But look at them side by side in person, you're gonna notice differences in the body style. And that's pretty much it as far as it comes to what to look for and consider when buying an M car, the new BMW M3 or M4. Again, the LCI came out, so if you're buying new, unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to get these angel eyes anymore. They have like those weird little snake eye looking things, which I disagree. I think these are beautiful. I love the front end. I don't care what anybody says. Anyways, a couple of announcements to make, guys. This upcoming Friday, I'm going to be dropping a video of the new exhaust. It's from Mad Industries, mad.com, Masters of Art and Design. We got a mid pipe for the car going on. And then I got a SST valve controller. Shout out to Mike from Extreme Powerhouse. He's the one that supplied the valve controller. It's shipped from Germany, so we're waiting on it. It's a little bit on delay. It's coming from overseas, but once it gets here, we should be able to throw the car on a lift and get it going. Also, guys, we're still running a sale on www.carculture.com. You get 10% off orders $500 or more on all generations of BMW M3 and M4 parts. Stop by the shop, pick you up some mods. I sell front grills right here. You can get carbon lips, air ducts, anything your heart desires for the car. Stay tuned, boys and girls. Said next Friday's video is going to be really fun. It's going to be a blast. So let's do it. Catch you guys on the next one.